I don't have much of a display capture, but
We out here?
we are out here in a moment. And we're live. Alright, cool.
That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear.
So first off, I would like to just for the fact that we're streaming, instead of just recording this. This is not a Guile stream. This is Cutting Up at the Movies with Moskrilla.
You, what's happening?
And of course, you know, I'm Migz Mongrel. And typically we play music on this channel, but today we are doing the shit.
Yeah, doing a little something different. Me and you, we had a little idea a couple years ago, just shooting the shit, sitting down, watching movies. And
Yes,
we just thought we'd bring it back now.
Well, let's give an introduction, like, as far as, like,
Who
it
we
used to
are.
be called, should we say the name?
Oh yeah, we can.
Oh,
It used to be Dicks on the Couch. You can't find it anywhere.
Yeah,
It's
no,
on his
it
computer.
never got uploaded.
Nah,
Maybe eventually.
you had to be there.
You had to be there. And if you wasn't there, you don't know.
Exactly. So now we
Is it?
we remixed it, revamped it, and now we're here,
That's right. And we're cutting up at the movies, as we always do.
cutting the fuck up at the movies.
Man, we need to go see another movie again.
We have. What was the last movie we saw? Was it John Wick?
I think it was, yeah. We
Yes.
saw John Wick, and then
Saw
think
Black Panther.
we saw Black Panther. That was before John Wick, though.
Mm-hmm. I think that was the first flick that we all went and saw.
Yeah, that was the one we first all went to see together.
Mm-hmm.
John Wick.
John Wick was nasty.
We was
though.
losing our shit in that theater.
Hell yeah, we was too hyping that shit.
Oh
like,
my god.
like we was in that shit.
God damn, that shit was lit.
Yeah. I
But
wish we
yeah.
could have saw Bad Boys.
Oh, we should have seen Bad Boys. Yeah.
Can we still?
Shit. I don't know.
I think it's still in the movies.
Let's check it out.
It came out like what, January? They probably have it in there for a couple more months. I mean, well, hell, with the fucking coronavirus, I mean, who's going to the movies now?
Shit, I'm going wrapped up in plastic bags. Bro, did you see that shit?
Oh,
It was
yeah,
like a news report from Memphis.
the plastic. Oh, okay. I've seen that clip today. I haven't watched it, but I've seen it posted everywhere.
Bro.
I saw something where a dude was like spraying his kid down with Lysol.
He sprayed him in the face, like
Yeah, he disrespected the hell out of his boy.
he said, Psh, right in the
Fam.
mouth, right in the mouth, and everything. Like,
Lil fan had to sit there and take it too. I'd be hyped.
bro, you know he got his ass whooped if he didn't say no. If he said no,
All I want to know is what kind of fragrance did he spray him with?
bro, it was the green tip shit.
So that's like what, green apple?
No, that ain't. It isn't no fragrance. That's just like.
Like,
Hang on, I'm about to Google it.
Google it real quick, cause I know like purple's like lavender, some shit like that, and the orange is like citrus. Here's another good. Oh, that brown shit is good too.
No, you're talking about Febreze.
No, I'm talking about the Lysol. No, what is it? Lysol?
The
Oh.
brown top is that's Febreze cashmere. I know exactly what you're talking about.
No, I'm not talking about freeze. It's probably like Glade or some shit like that.
Oh, the Glade scents. Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit ain't disinfectant though, is it?
I don't know. It smells good.
It smell good, but I mean,
Oh, don't mean to tell me he sprayed his kid down with a whole Lysol bottle?
yeah.
Oh shit, that's so disrespectful. Just spray my clothes down.
Nah, you touching desk and shit, son.
Ah shit. Just give me some gloves.
I know you chewing on pencils.
Hell
Pencil
yeah.
chewing motherfucker.
Niggas nervous as hell.
Yeah, that shit's straight disinfectant. Like,
Fam. Can you imagine getting dropped off at school and your dad has to come out the car and spray you down?
bro, there was one kid that went to school in a fucking plastic bag. Like, no shit. Like, I'm talking like a Dollar General bag wrapped around their head, a Walmart bag wrapped around their face. They fucking were stepping in fucking gas station bags. Like,
Real talk. I know how to just make that shit wavy as hell. You stick a Supreme sticker on that shit. Clutch.
yo, Supreme start printing plastic bags.
Fact. Yeah. Do it. Some kid's gonna buy that shit. fucking $500 for some Supreme, goddammit, Supreme face mask.
Supreme face mask with the filter in it and shit.
Oh hell yeah! Fucking off-white face mask. Mask made by Virgil. Oh man. Well,
anyways, all that mask talk brings us to fucking
to the movie that we watched. It's a movie called Freaks, and we watched it on Netflix.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. Come to find out, it's from 2018.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was a new thing, but...
So, I got the Wikipedia right here. It says, Freaks is a 2018 American-Canadian science fiction thriller film directed, written, and produced by Zach Lepowski and Adam B. Stein. It stars Emily Hirsch. I thought he looked familiar. Bruce Dern, Grace Park.
Wait, what was he in? Because I thought he was the dude that played the bad guy in Die Hard 4.
Wait, Die Hard 4.
Yeah, you know the one where like they hack all this shit and shut the traffic lights down and shit.
Oh, okay, that one. No, that was Timothy Oplant. It starts with an O.
Yeah, but he was a bit about every time I see him, he's a bad guy.
He played in Justified.
Justified.
Yeah, the FX series.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He was the top cop in that one.
Oh, okay. Damn, that was him?
Yeah.
I thought that was somebody else.
No, that was him. I used to love that show. Me and my dad used to watch it all the time. But going back to the movie. So yeah, Freaks. The film tells the story of a 7-year-old girl named Chloe, played by Lexi Cloker, who is locked in an abandoned house by her disturbed father, played by Emily Hirsch. The mysterious Mr. Snowcone, played by Bruce Dern, convinces her to escape for his own suspicious reasons.
Bro, that shit was suspicious as fuck. But let's take it step by step, because like, I mean, the way that it played out in the movie was actually pretty cool.
Right. So,
like, I like how they set up the story for fucking, for all that unfolding.
Right. So we start out with a man and his daughter, Emil Hirsch and the little girl. She escapes the house and he...
No, hold up. Those notes I took real quick, that part right there, that was the
movie. Then come back to this.
Right. Because you'll see.
But if you've already seen the movie, or you want us to spoil the movie for you,
come on.
If you wanted us to spoil the movie so you can go back and watch the movie and pick up on everything we talked about, you can keep on listening. So the movie starts out, morning routine, eating breakfast and whatnot, and we see that the little girl is... What is she doing? Oh yeah, so they're in the kitchen and everything, and the dad's talking to her, and he's giving her a rundown of the basics, like her name, what day she was born, what does she like? She likes baseball. Her name was... What was her name in the movie?
Her name... Okay. It starts out...
Like, I did just look this information up.
Okay, so it starts... And I didn't get this till watching it the second time. But it starts out, she's like... He's telling her to get away from the window. And he's like, Chloe! And then, like, when it goes to that part right after, she's saying her name, Eleanor.
Right.
But, like, so it kind of created some confusion at first. It's like, wait a minute, is her name... What's this little girl's name? Like, but her name is Chloe, but the thing that she was rehearsing, she was Eleanor.
Yeah, she was almost like rehearsing her script.
So it's like he instilled like a fake life into her brain to go ahead and recite in case like she was questioned or I guess found by strangers, or we don't really know what's going on in the movie at that particular,
Right.
Like we just see this man and his daughter, and she's not supposed to look out the window. There's some weird shit outside. You see an ice cream truck, like.
And the house too, like, let's speak on the house. Like, the house is broken down. It's got multiple locks on the door. And, yeah, everything's, like, the windows have, like, newspapers put on them to keep everybody from looking inside the house. So like literally like she has to pull apart the papers on the window to look outside, and she's permitted, like she's told not to go outside. And like she's a 7-year-old kid. Like what kid doesn't want to go outside?
Right. Like, and I mean, there's a fucking ice cream truck right outside, and it's
Fam,
like playing music and shit.
Do you remember going outside?
Bro, we lived outside.
You couldn't wait to go outside.
We weren't allowed to be in the house till after it was dark.
I hated being in the house.
Bro, there was no reason to be in the house.
Sure wasn't. I mean, you had PlayStation and everything later on, but like outside was everything. You can create a world outside. Remember you
at 7 years old? We're talking 7 years old.
Do you remember all the jobs that you had outside?
Bro, we fucking made a house. Like, or we made a house out of a fallen tree.
You was a carpenter outside. You was a fireman. You was 12 if you was on that bullshit. You was a doctor.
Bro, I had a homie that pulled me over on my bike when I got a new chopper bike. I had one of them chopper bikes at one point.
Did he have the sunglasses and shit too?
Hell no.
Sir.
Actually, yeah, he did have the aviators.
No.
He pulled me over. He tried to put his bike in the peg into my spokes.
Okay.
Kicked his ass off me. Fuck out of here.
Punk ass.
Hit my bike.
But yeah, so like Chloe, she wants to be a normal kid. You know, she's 7 years old. She hears the ice cream truck outside. She envisions what it's like to be a kid, and she wants to be a kid. But her father is being so protective because he knows the secret. So he has to protect her from the outside world. That's why they've been stuck in this house the whole time. So one day, she catches a glimpse of the ice cream truck, and she sees a girl buying ice cream.
Now hold up. Let's back it up a little bit.
Okay.
You remember the book? The book that popped through the mailbox?
Oh yeah, the children's book.
Yeah. All right. So this weird ass fucking like
Mr. Snowcone was the name of the book.
Well, let's back it up to the fucking like. First of all, they're playing this fucking poker game. They were playing. What were they playing?
What were they playing?
They're playing some card game, and they had like a fucking bunch of money on the table.
Oh yeah, where'd the money come from?
Yeah, like these motherfuckers had like millions on them.
They was racked the fuck up.
Yeah, and they're just sitting there playing a card game. He's casually playing a card game with this fucking 7-year-old with like millions of dollars, and she's like, "How much is this?" And he's like, I don't know, probably a couple mil.
I don't know, cause they were all hundreds too.
Well,
so I'm trying to think about.
I think it was a mil.
I would say a good 200,000. That's a good hand. It's a good pot,
man. Hundreds are small. You can stack a lot of hundreds.
Good point. So wait, how many hundreds? Wait a minute. Let me get my calculator out.
I think each stack was like $10,000.
Okay, so
or maybe 100,000.
Well, let's say 10,000. So 10,000 divided by 100.
We're doing math here.
That's $100 bills.
So 100 on top of 100.
So one stack is 10,000. So
you ever stack $100 bills?
No, I haven't been that privileged.
I used to cut grass and I get paid in fucking ones and fives, and like
you said hundreds.
I'm talking about like, have you ever stacked like 100?
Oh yes,
like 100 ones.
Okay, you
that stack is like that much, you know.
Okay, baller. Talk about it. I'm trying to get like you.
I was good at saving money. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Mainly because I didn't have a fucking way to get nowhere to spend no money. But
so yeah, they got all this money on the table and they're just playing like blackjack or whatever. And you know, she's asking him like, you know, when can I go outside? Like, when can I be normal? You know, he's trying to protect her from the outside world, as a father should.
Yeah, she's been in the house for 7 years though. Like she's 7 years old.
Yeah, cooped up in the house. What kid wants to be cooped up in the house?
And like the way shit seems is apocalyptic. So like imagine a dude raising a kid in a fucking apocalypse building.
Yeah, the house is apocalyptic. The outside world is just perfect. Well, I wouldn't say perfect, but normal.
It looks normal.
It looks normal. It looks normal.
But he starts talking about like she's sick and shit.
So, remember, I think she had a dream that she got some ice cream. You know, the kid.
No. Oh, yeah. Sorry, let's get back on that. So, like, her dad, like, freaks out because she says something about something while they're playing the card game.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, tapes the mailbox up. And then, like, this fucking mysterious-ass little fucking book just, like, pushes its way through the fucking
mail slot
through the duct tape and everything.
Mr. Snowman.
And it's
Mr. Snowcone.
Mr. Snowcone and the Princess is, I think, what the book says.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, so she, like, you know, her dad's asleep or whatever. Or yeah. No, her dad was asleep at that time because, like, you remember time unfroze and shit.
Yeah.
So, like, she starts reading the book and then she, like, sees that it's her in the book. Like, it's all hand drawn by Crown. Like, some creepy motherfucker, like, drew this storybook for this little girl and walked up to her house and put it through the fucking mail slot for her to find. So, of course, she fucking reads it. She looks outside the window and it's, like, portraying the scene exactly like what was in the storybook, except it's another little girl.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like, somehow she knows that little girl's name too. Like,
yeah,
that shit was weird.
Harper.
Yeah, she's like, Harper, bring me ice cream. Harper, bring me ice cream.
Chocolate
Harper,
ice cream.
Ice cream.
And then
did she say chocolate ice cream?
Yeah, she said chocolate ice cream.
I wonder what kind of Illuminati symbolism chocolate ice cream has.
What was your go-to at the ice cream truck?
Honestly, man, like, okay, you know the ice cream trucks we had.
Mm-hmm.
Like, most of the time, because it was like, it would either be 50 cents or $1, was a fudgesicle. Just a fucking Play-Doh fudgesicle. Because every time I got them goddamn, like, specialty shits, you know, they was either melted and deformed and shit, or, like, you get the fucking, like, I thought the banana pop was going to be awesome, man. Or, like, the fucking Captain America shits, you know?
Oh, yeah, classics.
Yeah, I used to think they were going to be the shit, and then I fucking got one. It was nothing but disappointment.
You remember the WWF ice cream cones?
Yeah.
With ice cream? Yeah, them shits were fire.
Oh, man.
We were supposed to get those, like, 9 years ago.
That shits was, like, what, $2 back in the day? $2.50?
I don't know. My mom paid for it.
Damn.
You know who to run to. Hey, yo.
None of my parents were home when they were like...
Somebody was like, hey, yo.
I had to go to Chris. I had to be like, hey, we got money left over from pizza. Can we get ice cream? And, man, fudgesicle was the only thing, like, that was a guaranteed every time. Because it was also dependent on, like, the ice cream truck that drove by.
Yeah.
You know how you had, like, different ones in your neighborhood?
Let's be real. The ice cream man's so dope.
Of course.
Yes.
That's what he was doing.
Matter of fact, speaking of ice cream man, you know would have been perfect for this movie. That Masterpiece song. Mr. Ice Cream Man. As soon as the ice cream man pull up, boom, 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 boom.
He got fucking 15s on top of the truck.
Boom, 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 boom. It's the ice cream man. It's the ice cream man. Mr. Ice Cream Man. Mr. Ice Cream Man. Man, if they... Can you imagine if he pulled over this shit? Chloe being in the window just... Boom, boom, boom.
Hey, she would have walked out and sounded the alarm.
Boom. Had to doing the damn it. I don't know what this arm is called, like, but you know when like the song be hitting and like your shit be going up and down, like boom, boom, boom. Like I don't know what the hell this arm is doing, but it's by itself and it's just turned the fuck up, just boom, 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 up and down, right arm fully extended, up and down, fist clenched, That shit, man. That was going through my whole the whole time I seen the ice cream truck. I was like, man, if somebody was in that soundtrack music meeting or whatever, I'd have definitely put that song in there.
Bro, my fucking Berkeley Hills ice cream truck. There was like 3 of them. They were all just fucking like, passenger vans, like those old fucking Ford passenger vans.
Yeah, I remember those.
The old E whatevers or
E150 or something like that.
Yeah, them shits, but trick the fuck out, like just cut out on the side, fucking plywood and shit.
Yo, who's the best ice cream man of all time?
I don't know his name.
I wouldn't say the best, but the most.
My favorite one.
Favorite one, yes.
My favorite one was it was like this big black dude that fucking he would pull up in this fucking red, it was one of the ones with plywood and shit, and just he had painted on the side with spray paint which Tweety Bird or the fucking Spider-Man, just all the different ones.
He did his own art?
Well, it was he did the shape of it.
Oh, word.
Yeah. And then he just had ice cream cone or
drugs.
Fucking bro, he was pushing that pack, I swear to God.
Of course he was.
He had the fucking he had the system in that shit though. He would pull up every time just blaring shit. And it was fucking awesome. He had lights inside the truck and shit too. That motherfucker was chilling.
I see you I can see you now trying to run up to the ice cream truck trying to get a fucking not a drumstick,
bruh.
Fucking drumstick, like an ice cream cone. Motherfucker playing
He used
Nelly
to roast me
because
I pay him in quarters. He'd be like, "Oh, you spending your mama's laundry money."
She needs them to wash the whites, goddamn. How am I gonna wash these t-shirts?
And you know what?
Where's my $1.50?
He was right though. I'm sorry, mama.
Hey, you know what it is.
All that time that shit sat in the fucking basket because it wasn't dry.
Oh man, still eating ice cream cone. I don't know what to tell you.
Unfortunate.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you my favorite ice cream man. Big Worm from Friday.
Okay.
Hell yeah, niggas about his paper. Come here. Say, you ain't got my money or my bud. I'm killing you and him. Get the fuck out of here. Didn't even get a boy his Fritos. Just took his money and dipped.
Yo, imagine I didn't have ice cream trucks that had fucking chips and shit. It was just ice cream.
Yeah, I don't think that popped off till after the 2000s.
That was past my days of buying for the ice cream truck. Shit, I have fucking Food Lion and Babco down the street.
Oh yeah, well, I had the Four Corner Market. We used to go there after school. And yeah, that was good times. So yeah, back to the movie. So,
oh shit, that's right. We were talking about movie.
Yeah, so Harper.
She fucking
She commands Harper to get the ice cream.
Right. She keeps saying it, and then all of a sudden the little girl turns around and breaks her fucking ice cream. And then the fucking little girl shows up at the door, rings the doorbell, and she goes and gets it. And then her dad fucking flips out.
But guess who else was at the door? So you remember when Harper pulled up to the door and knocked on the door, Chloe opened the door, and her dad told her, do not, under any circumstances, open this door for anybody. But of course, little girl being hard-headed with that ice cream, she opens the door for Harper, and then Harper's mom comes to the door at the same time that Chloe's dad comes to the door. And Harper's mom is a redhead named Nancy. And the whole time we're sitting there, we're thinking okay, are they bad? Are they because she's asking some really suspect questions. And then after they get through conversing and they close the door, Harper's dad, he puts his hands on Chloe's shoulder. He's like, Chloe, don't do that again. You almost got us killed. And she's like, I just wanted some ice cream. And he gets real pissed off and he drags her upstairs and puts her in the closet for punishment because she went against the rules. But it's also weird because every time she goes in that closet,
some other shit happens.
Some other shit happens in the movie.
Like she would see this fucking like this person in like a hospital type of outfit or something, or like some type of hospital or asylum outfit.
Yeah,
like with a blanket on her, and just like hair over her face, flip, like start screaming, and then she run out the closet, talking about like she thinks it's a ghost, but like I mean clearly it's not a ghost, you know, from our perspective, the viewer, but from the 7-year-old girl's perspective, I guess it's understandable.
Right, and then she always like when she leaves the closet, she opens the door back up. Everything's normal.
Yeah.
So it's like almost like she just had like
a little child imagination type of thing.
Yeah, yeah, like
not hallucination, but like imagination, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, like,
so you remember she went back the next day and she told her dad like, okay, I really want some ice cream. I really want some ice cream, Daddy. And he was like, okay, you want some ice cream? I'll get you some ice cream, because he had to go out that day to get more supplies. So he tells her like, okay, I'm going to get some supplies. Follow the rules. Don't open this door for anybody. He basically just gave her, you know, mom rules. Now, when I leave this house, don't open this door for anybody. Who'd I say? Anybody. Well, time passes by. Daddy comes back home with the Aldi's cart full of supplies, but there's an issue. Daddy got hemmed up. Somebody poked Daddy. Somebody hit Daddy with the
poked him in the ribs.
That nigga risked his life for that Rocky Road ice cream.
It was the last bluebell.
Shout out to the parents, man. Shout out to the daddies that were taking care of them kids. That man risked his whole life for his daughter and that goddamn ice cream. Oh, man. And guess what, though? He done went through all that bullshit. Got stabbed up. Didn't even get the goddamn ice cream. Oh, my God. You remember Chloe's face when she looked in that cart?
Bro, she was digging through all this shit. There's all this supplies.
Shout out to the cameraman, too, for that camera angle, like, right there inside the cart. So as she's digging in.
Yeah.
She going through all the supplies and shit.
Throwing all the shit out. She's like.
Her face just. Ain't no motherfucking ice cream in this bitch.
It was just like this. Just like.
Came back with the angry face.
She gets up. She fucking storms to the fucking kitchen. Her dad's on the counter, fucking bleeding. He's pouring vodka on his fucking wound. It's just like,
she don't give a damn about all that. Nigga, I told you to do one goddamn thing. You couldn't even do that right. Where the fuck is the Rocky Road?
She said, where's the ice cream?
Where's the ice cream? We did get the ice cream, Daddy. This man had a whole Desert Eagle. Yeah, they had them guns. He had the strap. Your man's came home with a Desert Eagle and an Aldi's cart full of supplies. Her ungrateful ass done wanted one goddamn thing. With one fucking thing. He didn't even get that. Now she upset. Got the nerve to have attitude. After all the shit he done did for you. You got the nerve over some goddamn ice cream.
Bro, I loved his face. He was just like, oh, what the fuck do you mean? He's like pointing at his fucking like gushing wound. He's just like,
you don't see this? Like,
yo, I know, but
see what had happened was,
you know, I ain't even gonna tell you what happened. It doesn't matter. You're gonna be pissed off regardless.
You know what? You know what? Since you got that vivid ass imagination you got,
you know
imagine what the fuck happened to me when I tried to go out and get you some goddamn ice cream. You're welcome.
Bro, I loved how she was just like, I'll get it myself. And then
she was determined to get that ice cream.
Bro, she was like, I'm gonna get this fucking ice cream. She wanted some fucking ice cream.
Yeah, she did that. So she went in the safe, pulled out $100.
Yeah, she pulled out no. She pulled She pulled out 100 and the fucking like the 45. Like,
oh yeah, she did. She did have the strap when she went and got the ice cream. Yeah, I remember that. So Chloe, she
shit.
She pulls
I'm
out.
I'm gonna say something after this next part.
Okay, so she gets the money. She done left the house with no socks on.
No, she had her socks on, no shoes.
She didn't have any shoes on.
Yeah, she was walking outside in socks.
Okay, she had socks on with no shoes. Door wide open. Ice cream man pull up. Takes a $100 bill in the 4-5. Walks right outside. What? Now the first thing I'm thinking about, where is DCS in all of this? Where's Child Protective Services? 'Cause all I see, I got anxiety watching this movie. Because all I saw was a little white child with a gun going to the ice cream man, creepy white man with creepy white hair, and he don't,
Talk about it.
he asked her to get in the goddamn truck, and she did.
Bro, they made that shit.
The black parent in me just could not handle this movie.
She fucking got in the goddamn truck, rode to the fucking park with this man.
Yeah, like this man, swinging on the swing set, having a good time. I want to go higher. Oh my god! And then they get to the park, and then you remember he started asking her all these suspect questions. Because remember they were driving down the road and they saw the billboard.
Yeah, the billboard where the person's eye was bleeding.
Yeah, and they said if you see somebody like this, call
911.
Call 911. And she's asking like, does everybody's eyes bleed like that? And he's like, nah, not everybody. He's like, do your eyes do that? Like he's trying to get some information out of her because he might be a op. Like how they're portraying it, he might be a op. So they go to the park. She's on the swing set. She's swinging up and down and all the time, having a good time. But he keeps asking her, more questions about her. But her being a child, like she's just wanting to have fun. Like she's doing everything that she wanted to do because she's been cooped up in that house for so long. She's enjoying her time as a kid right now. Whereas he's trying to pump her for information. So I think it was at that time when she's on the swing, the guy starts asking her about her dad. No, wait a minute. I take that back. No, she starts bleeding from the eye at one point, remember?
That's later on.
That's for later on.
Yeah, when they're at the swing, like she was like,
that's when he disrespected her dad.
Yeah, he was kind of fucking with her, trying to get her pissed off. Like, so he was like pushing her too high on the swing and shit. And then like he started pinching her and fucking trying to hurt her and shit.
Yeah, she started raising her voice and everything. And then all the people started looking at her.
And then a cop shows up.
Wait, do you remember the quote that he said before the cop came up?
Yeah, he was like,
"Your dad's turned into a pussy." Hey, yo. You know my daddy like that, bitch?
Your daddy's turned into a pussy.
Yeah, he had that real, like, Marlboro man voice. Like,
yeah, with the fucking nose hairs out to fucking here. Like,
yeah, like he been chewing cigarette butts since the fucking Nixon era. But yeah, the cop comes up.
Her stupid ass got in that goddamn... I'm amazed at that. I'm sorry. Like, this whole fucking movie unfolded because of this fucking shit, which she shouldn't have even fucking done in the first place. If he was a good fucking dad, like, he would have like found her when she was fucking getting out of the house and whooped her ass. But actually, this was the first time technically I guess she'd been out the house, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh shit.
Well, I know. I think
because he was stabbed the fuck up.
I think at times before she had went out the house and he told her, "Don't ever do that." I think this was one of the times where it was more significant because somebody else was involved. Because I think she had gone out before because she knew where to walk. when she went out the house. She went down the stairs. She went through like the trees and all that. So she was familiar with her surroundings in a sense. But going back to the playground. So after he calls her dad a pussy, the cop comes up. And the cop starts asking questions like, "Little girl, do you know this man? Are you okay?" And he tries to pull off that he's her granddaughter and that they're just hanging out at the park having a good time. But she's like, "I want to go home to my dad. I want to go home to my dad." So that starts raising the cop's suspicion. At this time, I wrote down white privilege in all caps. Because the cop pulled out his pistol to shoot the granddaddy because he suspected he was on that fuck shit. But the granddaddy told her, if you want him to leave, just say, "Make him go away, make him go away, make him go away." And the more she would say that, the more she says something in repetition and she manifests it, it happens. So she can basically manifest her own destiny. So she screams out, "Please go away, please go away, please go away, please go away." And the cop puts his gun
He just fucking dropped that
in
shit,
his holster
man.
and just
waltzed off.
walks
like
away.
Nothing happened.
White privilege is what I put down in all caps. What are you doing, sir? Is there like a drop? Did we advertise that drop? I don't think we spoke about that drop.
What drop?
Was that drop D?
Drop C.
Alright. So let's see. Oh, you remember he gave her the bag too in the truck.
Oh yeah. Okay, so after the fucking cop like puts his shit away and just fucking walks off and lets this fucking child abductor get away. After that motherfucker, like, they're driving and she's like, "You're going back," and he's like, "You're going back to my apartment," which is like suspect as fuck.
Right.
And then she's like, "I want to go home. I want to go home. I want to go home." And fucking.
So I think it was when they were in the truck together, he gave her that little bag of powder, which initially I thought was fentanyl. But
I mean, honestly, man, I can't tell what it is.
it was some type
I
of
can't
poison.
tell if it was actually poison. I couldn't tell if it was just some drugs to knock him out. Like,
Well, he said the guy gave her the powder to put in her dad's drink. He told her it would make him go to sleep. But we don't know what sleep means.
right.
To sleep.
I figured it meant just fucking like it put him to sleep and then he fucking abduct her ass. But
Pretty much.
apparently it was rat poison because that's kind of what it seemed like.
Yeah, because
It kind of looked like rat poison, so I don't know.
So let's see, where are we at? So at this time, Chloe goes into her private closet. And remember, I think it was at this time or at another time. Okay. So Chloe goes into her closet and she sees the girl from across the street.
Oh yeah, and she's like fucking laying down next to her and shit.
Right. Like asking her to like play with her before she goes to sleep.
Yeah.
And she's asking like,
And then she
pretend
asked,
you're my mom.
Yeah, be my mom. Like that was some fucking weird shit.
That's where the emotional aspect of this movie comes in, because it's a 7-year-old girl
Like
being raised by her dad, but where's the mom at?
right, and she wants a mom so bad.
Yeah, she's scared. I mean, she wants a family. She wants that other half. So at this time, we come to find out that they are what's called freaks. She is what's called freaks. Now, apparently, these freaks are illegal in this time in this movie, and they're described as children of mass destruction. Or at least that's what I wrote.
No. We wrote that for a joke at Children of Mass Destruction.
Yeah, in the movie, the kids are mass destruction. The children are mass destruction.
Well, we don't know that quite yet, at that particular point.
That was my interpretation of the movie at that point.
Right.
Up to that point.
Her dad, falls asleep or whatever, and then, she pulls the headphones off and she's watching the TV, and they're like, if these children were found, they could essentially be extremely dangerous to the public, or we could weaponize them and use them as weapons of mass destruction.
Keep your third eye open.
Trying to take your kids and make weapons out of them. Turn that Minecraft and Call of Duty shit off. Stay woke.
All about manifesting. That's really all they did was just manifest. That's all she did. Yeah. So, thinking about this time too, they've been in this house for. She's 7 years old, so basically they've been in this house for 7 years. Can you imagine being in your house for 7 years and not leaving?
Hell no.
What would you do in that whole time? You don't have internet. You don't have.
Got nothing to do. No brothers or sisters. Can't go outside. I don't know.
That's cabin fever for your ass.
Yeah, for real.
Do you just beat off? Do you just play solitaire?
You'd eventually get tired of beating your dick at a certain point.
Yeah, but then you have to you'd have to spice it up.
Yeah, you gotta find interesting ways to do shit.
Beat off with your left hand only on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
You
start jerking your toe off.
How is that?
Yeah, if your toenail eventually comes off.
How is that erotic?
I don't know.
I feel like you're speaking from a personal standpoint. You do want to talk more about that, sir?
I feel like it would give me great pleasure to rip my toenail off.
What?
I'm tired of it, man.
It would give me great pleasure.
No, give me personally.
Oh.
If I rip my toenail off, if I was tired of beating my dick.
Interesting.
Just imagine,
I'm judging you with my eyes right now, sir.
That's fine, but
the listeners can't see this.
I'm just trying to get you to see from my perspective of just feeling what I'm feeling.
I'm seeing something and I don't like it.
It hurts.
Pretty sure.
Your toenail shouldn't move.
That sounds like a personal problem, sir.
It is. All right.
We gonna live stream that too? We should.
Shit, it's out. Bust that window open. Is there an ashtray down here?
I don't
see
one anywhere right now.
Fuck.
But going back to this movie, yeah, cabin fever would be a motherfucker. And then the whole bleeding from the eyes thing. How does your eye have a period? That's the thing. That's what I wrote down. How the fuck do your eyes have a period? I've gotten mad before. I've gotten real heated at motherfuckers.
Here's what I couldn't understand about it, though. Because it seemed like it only came from one eye every time.
The right eye?
Yeah. It was always the right eye that was dripping a fucking drop of blood.
What's the significance of the right eye?
I don't know. That's why I was kind of like, is this some Illuminati shit?
You went back and watched it again.
I went back and watched it again just to be like, for some Illuminati shit,
How many movies have you done that to?
Shit, at least 6.
Which ones?
The Matrix.
All 3?
No, just the first one.
Okay. Why just the first one? Why not go for the trifecta?
Because the second weren't significant. They were Hollywood developments, but they weren't they weren't like Illuminati shit. It was just movies, you know what I'm saying?
The second and third one?
Yeah.
Huh.
The first one was, but the second were franchise milks.
Okay. So the first one's just letting you know what the deal is.
Exactly. And then, and shit not Underworld. What's that other one?
Revolution?
Queen of the Damned.
Oh, that was a good one.
That's a good one. I love
that's
movie.
A lot of...
Yeah, there's a lot of shit.
A lot of skull and bones shit in that one. A lot of skull and bones.
And then, I don't know. I've actually watched a couple movies. A lot of the newer movies I watch, or like Inception, you know, like
That was the one with DiCaprio in it.
yeah, like where they go into the dream inside the dream inside the dream, and then they try to fucking and you just go to the center of your mind and all that blah 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 blah. Oh, the Avengers. I watched the Avengers trying to look for Illuminati shit.
Never seen it.
Or what was it? Endgame. One of those fucking movies. I don't know. There's so many of them. I don't give a fuck about them.
I never really got into. You know what we should do? We keep doing this. I want to watch some movies like that. Like,
can we skip those? I don't like those.
let's
Man,
you know what?
all right.
We'll
wait.
do it and then we'll just talk shit about it.
Dude.
Or we might find something cool about it.
We'll destroy it from the inside out.
Pretty much so. You know what? We'll be comfortable being uncomfortable with the movie.
Yes. I feel that way with a lot of these new Disney movies. Why they gotta make shit live action?
Fam, I'm 29 years old. What the fuck do I care about a Disney?
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
You a grown ass man,
Why
fam.
you got people that's like 30 plus carrying on about Disney movies?
That is like weird though. Bro. Like, for me, it'd be like I'm watching.
I mean, I get it. People like to hold on to bits of their childhood and shit.
Yeah.
But to like
I'm
hold
not
Disney is kind of like even a religion. Like it's like I don't know. It's kind
Fam, I'm not finna be at home rolling up a J, putting on Mulan.
If you did, I'd start asking questions, man.
No, I'm not doing that. What kind of kickback is that? Like, I call you up, hey fam, what you doing, man? Nah, shit, just got off work, rolling the switch up, about to watch, goddamn it, Anastasia.
Be like, you alright, man?
Yo, what you doing?
Hey, come over. Come shoot some pool. We'll fucking kick it.
Nah, you're not coming over. I'm calling the motherfucking DCS. I'm calling Child Protective Services. Put a goddamn it thing in your front yard. Yeah. Don't come here. You gotta mark your They gotta mark your house every Halloween.
Bro, but what if it's like
Oh shit. He gotta have a special light bulb.
what if it's like somebody that you and me both know?
Oh shit. Damn.
Cause you know he be doing that. He just be chilling watching Disney movies. He's probably going to see Mulan at midnight.
Are they coming out with a new one?
Yeah, they got a live action one now.
No shit.
Yeah,
Who's
it
in
actually kind of looks tight. I'm not gonna lie.
I ain't gonna lie. Mulan would be the one movie
Okay.
I fuck with.
Okay. I don't think it has all the musical shit that the cartoon shit had. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's mainly just like fucking action.
Who's playing the dragon?
Not Eddie Murphy.
Okay. Who? Like Kevin Hart, Deion Cole.
Oh God, I hope.
I could see Deion Cole doing it. That'd be cool for him.
Yeah.
Because Kale's got the new.
Cat Williams.
Cat Williams is the fucking.
That's the dragon.
The dragon?
From Mulan.
I can see that. You know what?
would be
That
kinda
works.
Tight, though.
That works. I like that. Cat Williams. Have the only dragon have a dragon with a perm.
Listen here, bitch.
That should be laid down flat too.
He's got a
Fucking mean.
fucking cup. He's just. Listen, bitch.
Oh, hey, you can't lie though. Hold on, he be fresh as hell with that red dragon velvet.
Oh
Woo!
shit! If they actually had him as himself, dressed up in a dragon thing.
Dragon drip.
Dragon drip.
Dragon drip.
If Cat Williams fucking played that.
Matter of fact, I think he should.
I think he should. Yo, Disney, redo the movie.
Yes, now.
Now, please.
Okay, so going back to the movie.
Where was we at in this goddamn
we keep
movie?
getting off track on this, but it's good though because we have like little banter in between.
Yeah. Anyways, what part were we at? We were at the part we was talking about. She went in and her dad locked in the closet, and she.
Okay, so she wanted to. Okay, so remember she had the powder, and she made him that special drink. And she walks up to him. She's like, "You know what, Daddy?
Oh yeah, that was kind of fucked up because she told him she wanted him dead before she did this.
Oh yeah, she did. She's like, I wish you were dead.
Yeah, and then he was just like,
You did. Now, question: did you at any time as a kid tell your parents that you wish they were dead?
not that they were dead. No, I said some pretty terrible things at one point, but you know, like,
Why are you doing that to the mic? Quit. Yeah, what are you doing? This man has his nose like up to the mic. Just why are you Eskimo kissing the mic?
I'm trying not to laugh.
You alright?
No.
You need like a hug or something, fam? I mean, not for me, but somebody like some affection.
No, I'm good.
You trying to play Madden after this?
Bro, Call of Duty just put out that.
Yo, I saw that too. It was like a
I don't know how big that update is. I'm gonna have to give it a couple days, probably.
pause.
Fuck you.
He said he got to give it a couple days.
I want to play it this weekend for sure.
Yeah, I'll hop on it too.
I just got homework and shit, you know.
Yeah, I got that show on Friday, so my weekend's probably gonna be booked for a while. I'm out here.
For real, for real.
Yeah.
But yo, so let's finish up this movie.
All right. Well, we got a lot more to go. So I think we're at the middle part now.
We're about okay, so
she comes downstairs. She put the
she botched the fucking
She put the fentanyl in the juice.
She put the drugs in the juice.
I'm saying it's fentanyl.
It's she put the drugs in the juice, and then when she went to deliver the juice, shit got loose because she left her fucking stupid ass thumbprint on the goddamn glass, so he saw it.
That had the powder on it. So he was like
fucking Walter White blue meth shit on it.
Yeah, it had the blue magic on there.
Blue magic, yeah.
Had that Frank Lucas on there. He's like, what is this? Like, you know how you be at the bar and you take a drink and then you like,
you look at your glass and you're like, ugh.
That wasn't a drink. Something was in that. But he didn't drink the drink. He saw the thumbprint and everything. He's like, the fuck?
He said, excuse me.
So that's when she ran out.
Excuse me.
So remember, she ran out. And it was when she ran out, what happened at that time? So she ran out. He like grabbed her, flipped out, and she was like, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. And then he passed his ass out. So time like unstopped again. And she like... No. I think, well, at this point, I'm sorry to interrupt you. So what part was it where like he, the guy dressed up as a priest, her granddad?
Oh, that's what I'm getting to. Like,
okay, I'm sorry for interrupting you.
Yeah, so she runs out the house because her dad passes out because she told him to pass out.
Yeah, so she told him to sleep.
You remember that's when she goes to the safe and she pulls out the fucking like Desert Eagle and the fucking like big stack of cash and she's like, I'm gonna go buy my new mom.
That's right. Yeah.
Because at the beginning of the movie when she was introducing that shit, like when she was doing her little routine and shit, she was talking about that lady across the street. That was the mom of the girl that brought her ice cream. Mm-hmm. So like, she apparently, like, oh yeah, during the fucking gambling game too, her dad was like, he was like, no, she asked like, is she gonna love me? And he was like, yeah, that's what we're paying her for. So she brings that stack of cash and she's about to go across the street to that girl's house.
Well, no, I think we're kind of getting ahead of ourselves here. So,
no, but that's when the granddad pulls up.
No. Well, you're in that right time frame. So what happens is, she made him go to sleep. Remember, she made her dad go to sleep, and then the mystery man pulled up, and she was like, I want to find my mom. Like, here's my money. I want to buy my mom, whatever.
Oh yeah, and he was like, we're gonna buy your real mom. We're gonna
get your
real mom back.
So remember, they pulled up in that alleyway in the truck, and then he puts that thing around his collar like a priest, and he tells her like, just go in there, don't say anything. I'll do all the talking. Well, they go in this diner, and then they go to the end of the diner. There's a booth. And at the booth, there's two people. There's a man and a woman. They both look like agents. And the agent in charge, the woman in charge, she tells the muscle, when you want that ice cream.
Hanging out with the ice cream, man.
Yeah, the ice cream got you acting crazy. Mm-hmm. You disobeyed your daddy.
Is the ice cream a metaphor for something? I kind of feel like it.
Temptation.
Yeah. That's a good. Because I kind of felt like it was like representing something. Because it was a common theme.
What's your ice cream?
My ice cream?
Yeah.
Man, if I had to choose, it's that. What's that shit called?
Your temptation. That's what I mean. Like, not your ice cream.
Oh, my temptation?
But your temptation.
Victory.
Okay. Anything more tangible? Like alcohol, cigarettes,
Dopamine. Sleep. Sleep is my guilty pleasure. I will sleep for weeks if I could.
Okay, let's say this. Let's say that you are cooped up in the house for an extensive period of time.
What's something I'm going to miss?
What's something that's going to make you come out the house?
Oh, dark chocolate.
If the government told you to stay in your house, what's one thing that could get you out the house, knowing that it might affect your personal well-being? What's that temptation that's going to get you out the house?
Ooh.
What's something you can't resist? You've been in this house for weeks, months.
I'm be real.
Speak on it.
Fucking wings. Doesn't matter what kind, any kind.
Pressure.
Wings. I will come out the house for fucking wings.
Naked or breaded?
Naked. No, I could go without breaded.
Much better for you.
Yeah. Plus, the way I make them anyways is fucked up because it's so delicious and it's naked as fuck.
How do you do it? Give me the little.
I can't give. That's a secret.
All right. Okay. It's a secret society. All we ask is trust.
You ain't gotta know how to make good wings. You just know how to make good wings.
I ain't had wings in months.
Man, okay. The way I do them, I'll tell you this much. First, you gotta fucking wash your meat.
Of course, you always
gotta marinate it. But you also gotta you don't gotta fry them every time. Put that shit in the oven. Put some olive oil maybe on it. Maybe some butter. Honestly, butter is better.
I feel you on that. I would go for the olive myself. It's less calories.
I only use like a dial back amount though with butter. And then I still put olive oil on it.
Okay.
But the butter is for flavor.
What's your go-to seasoning?
Oh, that's a tough one. I use so many. It's a mix, actually. My own personal mix that I made consists of Lowry's Cajun, lemon pepper, black pepper, and cayenne. Kind of I have different settings of those. But
like a hybrid spice.
Yeah. And then also, I grind like an extra bit of salt to put in it. Really, like salt is probably my go-to.
You ever squished up some lemons in there? And just
actually,
let it marinate
I haven't
like
used
that?
the zest, nah.
Maybe something to try out.
Every time I buy lemons, I forget about them.
Yeah, just cut that motherfucker up and just like squirt that shit on there. Like squeeze that shit on there. Because that's like...
Oh, no, that's what the limes is for.
Okay, you can use lime, lemon.
Yeah. Nah, I'll do my shit with limes.
Oh, nice.
The limes is actually more acidic, so it like, I don't know, it gives it a different flavor. I like the way lemon tastes though too. But I like lemon more for seafood.
You know what I've grown up and learned? When it comes to like, meat and chicken and all that salmon, that protein.
Yeah.
You know you finesse the hell out of when you don't need no hot sauce.
That's true.
When you don't need no extra drip on it.
I'm gonna tell you where
it's
I fucked
just
up.
wet like that. You just...
I made some steaks the other night. I made some fucking delicious steaks.
Quit Eskimo kissing the mic, fam. What are you doing? Why are you smelling it now?
I just gotta tell you, man.
Wait, hey, fall back. You too close. Hey, now.
I'm in your ear.
Stop.
I just wanted.
Why are you whispering to me? Fam, I'm right across the table from you. Stop it. Stop making this weird.
Skrilla, I got some.
Say my name with your outside voice.
Skrilla.
Bro, so anyway, I fucked my steaks up the other night.
Yeah.
I cooked them too well. Because, like, I thought they was fucking good. And then I cut into them. And I was like, all right, just a minute longer. And that minute just destroyed them. And I cried.
You still ate it, didn't you?
I still ate it, of course. I fucking for 2 days.
Of course you did. Okay, so going back. Yeah.
Shit was tender as fuck, by the way. So my cooking wasn't trash.
So they go back, and Chloe gets a sense of, okay, this is some fuck shit going on. I need to get out of here. So she immediately runs out of the booth into the kitchen area.
Oh yeah, this is when shit got live.
Now that's when shit, yeah. This when the movie turned up. So Chloe's in the kitchen. The priest goes into the kitchen to calm her down. He's like, look here, you gonna fuck this deal up for us. Just let me go talk to her, and we'll try to work this out. She's like, no, I want to go home. No, I want to go home. All the while, the little busboy is in the back. He's like, I ain't none of this.
Yeah, he was like,
My name's Bennett.
I ain't here.
I ain't in it.
I ain't in it.
Well, that didn't work out for his ass. Because old granddaddy.
Granddad was like, let me see your pen.
Granddaddy walked up to him real calm like, let me see your pen. Took the little click. Stab man. He dip out the back during this whole commotion. Now they're driving back. And like the whole time, like dude's swerving in the truck, trying to get back. And she's like, I want to go home. I want to go home. And like he's not trying to hear it.
Get the fuck out of my head.
Yeah, because like he's just trying to like he was trying to take her back to his apartment. And she's like, no, I want to go home. I want to go home. I want to go home.
I think there's a key detail we're forgetting.
What's up?
At this point, he's already told her about the story of her mom.
Oh yeah, that's
Her
right.
mom is like a notorious freak who like apparently destroyed a bunch of cities or some shit. She's like wanted and she's kept in this prison and they're about to kill her or some shit, and her granddad was trying to break her out.
That's why
her granddad, like the snow cone, Mr. Snow Cone was actually her granddad. And like that's when we found out is because he had a picture of her mom. And so she takes that picture of her mom, and the ghost that she was seeing in her closet, like,
was her mom.
Like, it was a picture of the woman, like.
So she wasn't imagining it, like, she actually.
Yeah, she was. It's almost like she was telepathically, like,
right there with
teleporting or some shit over there, and being with her mom.
Because I remember, like, and then when you saw that, when that was revealed, then that made you go back to every time, like, they had those interactions.
Right.
And Chloe felt like Chloe knew it was real. It was real to her. Her mom, I guess you could say, like, she was in that trance too, and like she would touch Chloe and everything. She's like, "You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me."
It's like she could feel her, but she didn't want to accept it.
Did we believe
she was locked up in like a like containment or something?
But did she think that Chloe was alive or dead?
I think she thought she was dead, but also I think she thought she was a baby, so she wouldn't recognize her as a 7-year-old, you know? Because we also found out by this point that, like, while this whole time, like, her dad has had powers, like, or like, no, that's after she gets brought home the second time.
Okay, so mind you, they've already left the diner. They're on the way back, and she gets real upset. And she's like, "Take me home! Take me home! Take me home!" He's like, "Get out of my fucking head!" Well, he then takes her home. So when they pull up, her dad comes outside and steps right in front of the truck. He's like, "Chloe, get out of the truck." Chloe gets out of the truck, and then the granddad comes outside of the truck, and then the granddad and Chloe's dad have that initial meeting, and then they get into a little altercation, and then boop,
They're just gone. Yeah.
They gone out of time. Like, truck's gone, they're gone, everything's still there. And Chloe's like, Dad, where are you? And then he comes back, and then he picks her up. She's like, no, Dad, put me down, Dad. Like, I told you, don't leave the house. I told you, why can't you listen to me? No, Dad, no. And then he lets her down, and then she goes back to grab something. What did she go to grab?
No, she was trying to. She just took off running after he let her down.
After he let her down, and then he turns around and he sees the car come. He's like, Chloe! And then he runs over to her, and then it was a Chevy Impala, of course. And
bro, okay, here's what's fucked up about it. First of all, the car sped up. Like, that's something I noticed the second time around, is that it's like that she was going across the street, and then you just hear the engine going.
Peep this though. So when the truck and everybody disappeared, if you look down the street, you can see the actual car in the back waiting to come up the street. It's got the headlights on and everything.
No shit.
Yeah, go back and watch it. When the truck disappears, you can see that car at the end of the street getting ready. Like, it stopped, but you know, like, that's next to come up in the scene. So when he puts Chloe down and she runs back, then that same car is the one that's pulling up the street.
Wow.
Yeah, a little, gotta watch the movie for that. Yeah, a little creative thing.
Damn.
So when he turns around and he sees that the car is about 3-4 meters away from hitting Chloe at a good 30 miles per hour. It was going like residential speed.
Yeah.
He picks Chloe up at the exact moment, and then time stops. Well, time slows down.
Yeah, it doesn't completely stop, but it's
because as soon as he picks her up, everything just goes in like a slow, like the slowest frame on your iPhone. It just slows down. The car is swerving, and
he's just walking his ass off. Just
at this time, like, the Impala is doing like a fishtail, and I immediately thought of Lil Boosie. That song Swerve on him. But he picks Chloe up and he's walking with her. Like, just casually walking, but time around them is slowed down. And he tells her, like, because then, like, we found out, he was special too.
Yeah.
That's how we found out that he was special.
That was his special power, slowing down time.
Mm-hmm. And he's like, I tried to hide this from you. This is why I protected you, because we can't live in this world. Something like that. So he's like, this is the time. So remember, they had all the money. That's when they went across the street to old girl's house.
Nancy.
Harper.
Yeah.
Well, the kid's house. Yeah.
Yeah. Harper.
And then we find out that the daddy had arranged a deal with Harper's parents across the street, Nancy and her husband, that if anything happened, take care of Chloe, which is why he had her go through that script. My name is Eleanor. I'm 7 years old. My favorite sport is baseball. And all that. But we soon find out that Harper is afraid of Chloe because Chloe has been coming into Harper's dreams at night. Remember she had that dream?
She was actually coming in her room. Because remember, she actually would, like, she showed up at that sleepover and shit. That was real.
Oh, okay. So she was imagining the sleepover in her
telecasting or whatever that.
She Chromecasted into
her room.
She Chromecast into.
She fire sticked in.
She fire sticked into the room, into the slumber party. But yeah. So they go in the house. They go through the whole spiel like, "Hey, it's that time. Can you please take care of my daughter?" No, they're resisting it first because if you're found to be harboring a freak, you could go to jail too, and or worse.
your house gets firebombed.
We'll get to that. So, yeah, the daddy at first, like Harper's dad, is resistant until Chloe's like, she repeated something to him like, "Tell me you love me. Tell me you love me. Tell me you love me."
Yeah, and then like she was just like, "I love you," and then like a tear dripped down, and she was like hugging her. And
I love you. I love you. And then she freaked out. No pun intended. Like, "You're in my head. She's in my head. Oh my god, she's in my head."
Oh, but let's go back to the part where the daughter was just like, she makes me hug her and kiss her at night.
Oh yeah, I was like, "Hey, yo."
Like, yeah.
Hey,
Hold up now.
Whoa. See, he turned real daddy. Whoa. Hey. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I don't think that we gonna do this right now. I don't think we can do this in the house right now. Yeah, so they made them go out. But on some fuck shit. Well, maybe I'm getting too far ahead. So, yeah, they took the stack of money over there. Excuse me. They reneged on the deal. They had to go back home. But Chloe did a remote viewing and showed her dad where mom was in that military facility.
Oh yeah, the mountain or whatever.
Mm-hmm. So now it's like a little mini family reunion. Find out that mom's alive.
Hooray. And she's also strapped to the table and about to be executed.
Yeah. So now we got to figure out how to get mom out. Same time,
Bitch across the street was just snitching.
bitch ass, hoe ass, punk ass family across the street done snitched on them to 12. Now we got to deal with the fucking SWAT team. But Chloe being Chloe.
This is where Chloe shines. Though.
This was,
Let's
hey,
be honest. This is where she fucking shines.
If you get anything from this episode, the fucking MVP of this movie is Chloe.
Yeah, for real.
For what she did after this, changed the whole game. So, Nancy is standing at the front door talking to like the lead agent on the ground, whatever.
Yeah, she's
Black
talking
dude.
to the op.
Yeah, the op, lead op.
He got boots and a vest on and a cute little hat.
Yeah, just think any wrestling fans out there, think of The Shield. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, or just Big Boss Man, circa 1998, going forward. So Nancy is giving them the whole spiel about them across the street to the op. Well, Chloe has the ability to manipulate somebody's movements. So what she did, what did she do to Nancy first? Like,
oh, okay. Here's what she did. So, like, she's like cute and she's like showing her her granddad and okay. First of all, her dad kidnapped her granddad, brought him in the house.
mm-hmm.
So at this point, they're all in the house together, and granddad and her dad are watching the scene across the street in their living room. It's like she's like telecommunicating it into the living room, and she's like talking about, so when do we get the reward and all this shit? And he's just like, you'll get the reward when we find out if they're blah 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 whatever. So Chloe fucking takes control of the cop's mind, or the fucking sergeant, whatever the fuck it was. Takes control of his mind and like takes the pen that he's writing on the notepad with and just like sticks her in the eye. Just fucking and just pops her shit.
Bullseye right there in the corner.
And then
in the corona.
And then Chloe pulls the fucking gun off the belt and fucking starts to point it at his head.
She was about to
kill
do that shit.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then
is that suicide or homicide?
Oh shit. It's fucked up. I don't know. I think they would have been extra fucked, to be honest.
Yeah, because that makes Chloe a murderer.
Right. So she shot him, but I think she missed the...
Wait. Chloe catches a body.
At 7.
Chloe turns into Melly. Wake up in the morning, I got murder on my mind.
Bro, but by the end of the movie, she does.
Chloe's gonna catch a body.
Bro, I don't know how many bodies she caught, to be honest.
As her mom.
Because remember when she was yeah.
We'll get there. So, yeah. So, Nancy gets stabbed in the eye. Homeboy, does he shoot himself in the knee or something like that? Or what happened to him? I think, like, they knocked her hand down. They knocked Chloe's hand down so the gun wouldn't go off.
Yeah. They somebody grabbed her and kept her from killing himself.
I think it was her dad.
Yeah, one of them. Anyways, they call the SWAT team and shit. And then when backup shows up, they see the lady across the street with her eye bleeding. So they just mow her ass down and they arrest the family and shit.
Oh, wait, they shot Nancy?
Yeah, they shot Nancy. You missed that part?
Oh, wait
yeah,
a minute.
like
Did they think that she was
backup showed up after they heard the gunshot? They just showed up and they just she was gone.
Wow. Damn.
And then they arrested the family. They like wrapped him up and and stuffed him in the back of a truck.
I'm gonna be real. I didn't fuck with Harper.
I ain't fuck with Harper either. She was a dickhead.
Hell yeah. Bougie ass.
Her ass deserved to be stuck in the toilet, by the face.
Put in that closet, shit. So, we find out that we have a name for Chloe's mom. It's Mary Louise. So, I wrote down at this time 2 things. 1, Chloe is about that action. In all caps. 2, I love this movie. Chloe's getting her shit off. The compound by using the guy as basically he's her mom's way of getting out because he can get through all the security checkpoints and all that. At the same time, the female agent from earlier in the diner just so happens to ring the doorbell to the house. Well, now we have an issue because if nobody answers the doorbell, they're not going to go anywhere. They're probably going to come in the house. But if you answer it, I mean, you're running the risk of them finding Chloe, and all bets are off after that. So, her dad, thinking on his feet, he says, I'm going to go downstairs. Well, actually, he stops time outside the house, remember? He stopped time. He said, Chloe, you take care of your mother. I'm going to go downstairs and handle the agent. So, the scene goes back to the agent with her finger on the doorbell. And Daddy opens the door once he puts time back in place.
He looked completely different.
Looking like a goddamn transplant poppy. Goofy ass glasses, button down faded glory shirt.
I just moved into the neighborhood.
Yeah, button down faded glory shirt, chinos, Doc Martens. Come on, yeah, I'm a what do you say? He's like
I'm an investor.
He's a real estate investor, and he's checking on the property. And the agent asked him if he knew about the family across the street, Nancy and them. And he was like, I mean, yeah, I know a little bit about them. Like, what's up? He's like, oh, well, we suspected that they were freaks, and we had to take them into custody. He's like, oh, man, for real? That's crazy. He didn't say it like that, but I'm just paraphrasing.
I think that's kind of where he fucked up, is because he didn't be like, oh, wow. Okay.
He was asking too many questions.
He should have just been like, glad you got him.
It should shut the fuck up. That's all you had to do. Like, damn, that's crazy. But nope, had to keep on talking. So the agent keeps questioning him. She's like, how long you been investing? You know, just trying to fill him out and everything. But come to find out, she got all the details. That's why I love women too, because women know that you lying to them. They just want to see how good you are to lie. And he was fucking terrible at the lie, cause she had all the receipts. She just wanted to see how good his lie was.
Bro, she lied to him to get him to lie because she knew.
How does that?
Think about how cold that is. Like,
that's why women are the shit. They use both sides of their brains.
she's like, I see you.
I know who you are. But I'm gonna act like I don't know who you are until you tell me.
I'm gonna
who
get
you
you
are.
to do it. I'm gonna get you to do it.
She got this nigga the first 48 itself.
In the first 20 minutes.
In the first 20 minutes. But yeah, she's like, look here. I know. I checked the power records. I know my name is on the lights. I know who got the bills coming to this motherfucker. That's you.
And you.
Sit down at his little rinky-dink ass table.
Bro, she even took some of his juice.
She sure did.
She picked up his juice and was just poured in a cup.
Nerdy bitch, you ain't even gonna ask me no. You ain't gonna ask.
She didn't give a fuck.
Alright then, bet. Alright.
And then Granddad shows up behind her.
So then she starts pestering him. She's like, look here. I'm gonna give you look here, man.
Choice.
I'm gonna give you two choices.
I'm gonna give you a choice.
Now, I figure since you're here, there's a little girl because there's all these drawings across the house. So this is how it's gonna go down. You can either give me the girl, and we'll make some sort of arrangements to where
But nah, she told him straight up he was gonna die. Like she's like, you can give me the girl and you can die, or we can just kill you and bomb this place.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much so. All the while she's doing that, Granddad, who has a special power of his own, being invisible, pulls out the strap from her
leg.
right down the side as she's talking to homeboy. She realizes it. She's like, you can come out now. I know you back there. Because she felt the gun behind her head. So weird fucking. It's a scary ass feeling to have. You know a nigga got a little fully loaded pistol at the back of your head. And you that calm.
And it's yours.
Yeah.
Like, they got your weapon.
You know how many bullets in that motherfucker. You know how many it's going to take to put.
You know exactly how many you put in.
And you know how many it's going to take you out. And she still was like, sit down.
She was cold as hell, though.
She was cold. It was.
But what happened to her was cold as hell, too.
Alright, so the reaction, she gets up, she tries to grab the gun from Granddad, shot goes off. Boom. Dad, having his freak powers, can slow down time. But you see the bullet exit the gun, and then blood splatters out, but it doesn't hit his body. You see the bullet exit and the blood come out before the bullet hits him in real time. But she didn't get popped. She got knocked out, didn't she? Something like that.
No, she got the gun and then she ran upstairs.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because I think she popped
Dad. Dad fell down in the chair.
And then Granddad disappeared.
He disappeared. She goes upstairs. Chloe's still working through the muscle, and he's pushing the cart down underground, and she's in a body bag. Her mom is in a body bag, and that's their way of getting her out of the complex. So, he gets, like, there's a checkpoint underneath, and the guy started asking him about the Dodgers game. Now, mind you, Chloe's 7 years old.
She don't know shit about baseball.
She don't know shit about the outside world, but her dad's been training her about this script. And in that script, he was like, my favorite sport is baseball. And then the guy in the office was like, hey, did you catch the Dodgers game last night? And he was like, Like, she hesitates because she's like, I don't know how to answer this. She remembers, like, oh, baseball, my dad. She's like, baseball's my favorite sport. He's like, okay.
Me too.
And bing, doors open. So they get through that, and then the agent comes upstairs to confront Chloe. And then at that time,
She like shoots at her.
she tells Chloe, hey, stop. You need to come with me. Chloe's like, no, I need to get my mom out. And she goes to shoot Chloe. And you oh no. Oh, not the baby. Please don't hurt the baby. If anything, don't hurt the baby. Shot goes off, but at the exact time that the shot goes off, Granddad appears.
It hits
catch
him
the
while
bullet.
he's invisible, and they show all the blood and shit. Just kind of like a flower.
The whole time I hated this nigga. You
You
real
saved
one for
a little
that.
girl.
You real one for that.
R.I.P.
And then, that's when the dad came back. No, that's when Chloe took the gun
took control. Chloe took control of the agent, made it in her head,
and blew her brains
Bam!
out.
Blew her
Like,
shit.
oh shit!
And then her dad comes up the stairs and is just like, "Oh shit!" And they're like calling on the radio, and he's like, "I'm gonna buy some time,
I got a hostage. Better fall back.
bro." Meanwhile, she's fucking brain splattered on the fucking ceiling. Like,
I said, damn, Chloe, you bold.
she killed that fucking agent.
Yeah, but then
And that was just her first. I think that was her first kill. No. She
No,
had killed some people in
the doctor was her
Yeah.
first kill.
to
Yeah.
save her mom.
Yeah, and Granddad passes away, but when he passes away, Chloe gives him back the picture of his daughter. He's like, let's go get her. And then he slowly goes into
Oblivion.
the next chapter. And it's at this time that her dad gets on the walkie-talkie and says, I'm stalling for time. Like, I got a hostage. Da-da-da-da.
And they're like, "Okay, we're moving back from the house." Meanwhile, the fucking dude is just saying,
Yo, yeah, he's still talking
He's
that
like,
bullshit.
"Okay,
Because,
we're moving back."
mind you, the dad is looking out the window as he's talking to the main guy. He's like, okay, we're moving back. But he's motioning everybody to go forward. Bitch ass nigga, I can see you from the window. Stop playing with me.
Bro, so he like stops time and he goes outside.
He said, I got this. He said, fuck this. Hold up. I'll be right back. Chloe, you do your thing. I'm going to go outside and handle these bitch ass niggas. He go outside.
No, see that's where he stopped, and then Chloe's like, "I can't do shit when you got time frozen."
Well, you
like,
hold the
yelling
fuck up.
downstairs.
Let me handle this business
He's
right
like,
here.
Hold up.
Hold up.
1 minute.
Pause.
Goes outside, lets 3 shots off. Pow, pow, pow.
He popped. Mind you, he stopped time. So there's 3 agents about to move on the premises. He goes out there. Mind you, time has stopped. Takes the gun. Pop. 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 Walks back in the house. Close the door. Presses play. Time goes back on. These niggas just fall out. Oh my God, dead. Well, this nigga a real one. So what they gotta do? They gotta bring a fucking Hellfire missile. Now, mind you, she said the Hellfire missile is around the house. It takes 60 seconds from time of launch, time of impact. Well,
About 90 seconds passed in that goddamn movie, and that shit still ain't hit.
hell yeah, it was a good about 2-3 minutes.
Oh yeah, it took fucking.
But
60 seconds was a long ass time in that movie.
yeah. So, and at that time,
Chloe's like freaking out.
freaking out, but she
Yeah.
still has to be like on code. Like she
She
still
like lets out that scream, and then all of a sudden, like all the people in the mountain facility where her mom was at was just like, and then one
yeah,
dude
because
just went,
her mom got to the
"Run."
last door and it was like 3 agents come up to her and she's like, no, Chloe. And then Chloe just lets out that. Shut the whole shit down.
And that one dude went, "Ugh." fucking smash the button.
Like who had? Okay, I think her scream and I'm trying to think who had a good scream. Maybe like Dio or
Fucking that little girl from Alien 2.
yeah. I was trying to think like singers, like who could rap with it?
Celine
Axl
Dion.
Rose.
Axl Rose's voice is no more.
No, I'm thinking of the heyday. Dio.
Celine Dion.
Ah. Never listened too much Celine. What was that sound? Did you fart? What was that misty sound like Arbor Memphis? The fuck is that? Are you searing something? Are you searing a fart?
You ever use the steam button on your iron?
Yeah. Doesn't really.
It doesn't do shit.
It doesn't do much. I mean, it's
No, I don't think it's ever done shit.
I guess you gotta use it for like certain like fabric or whatever.
Maybe.
Like a suit, maybe. Well, you don't iron a suit. You steam, yeah. You use it for the suit.
I used to steam.
Video games.
No, just steam.
Okay, so Chloe,
So, anyways, they get her mom free.
her mom gets free.
And
She
she,
gets
like,
out of the compound, but then like they start shooting at her from like top of like the fucking structures outside.
Yeah, she's like on a bridge and shit, and then she just fucking like.
And we find out she can fly.
No, she like poots, and then like
She did poop.
her ass stink just like destroyed everybody.
She pooted.
She
and she went up to
pooted
the
so hard she
stratosphere.
just launched herself in the air. She went.
Yo, she pooted and she went up to she pooted from ground level and stratified her ass all the way up to southwest.
Bro, it was like a
Airplane
grenade
levels.
launcher. It was like launching a grenade launcher at the ground. She been holding that in for fucking years.
For the last 7
For
years.
the last 7 years. She's pooed and went.
But yeah, so like she flies up in the air, but at the same time the Hellfire missile.
Yeah, they
has
blew up
already,
her house.
No, it's already been.
It's been launched.
Launched.
Yeah.
So mind you, they have 60 seconds to get out of the house before she gets blown up. So mind you, her dad has been shot. Time's gone by now. He's getting weak. And I think after that scream, Chloe lost all of her energy and she came down the steps and she fell down.
Yeah, she's passed out at this point.
Yeah, she was exhausted and she passed out. And then her dad took his last bit of energy, like 20 seconds before the Hellfire missile hits.
Yeah, it slowed down time.
Slows down time to pick her up. And as soon as they starts walking, the missile
starts blowing.
it pierces through the roof, goes through Chloe's room, and then it gets down to the first floor, and then you see all the fire just come out in slow motion. And he's just
That shit look cool as fuck too.
that did look cool, but he's just holding Chloe in his arms, just walking out the house, trying to get out just in time. The flames are coming up. Oh man,
Spit it.
it's ooh, like I don't have kids, but like I could feel like as a parent, like I'm gonna do whatever if it takes me getting fucked up, my kid's gonna be all right.
Bro, but let's be honest about what happens next. When he jumped out that window with her in his arms, he definitely landed on her.
Oh,
He definitely landed on her.
she crashed his foot.
He fucking smacked her to the ground. He just fell forward. He just went. That's why, like, okay, it was a sweet moment until, like, you watched that part and you saw him just go. He had her in his arms, like, crossed, and he just went, like, just fucking smacked the ground. Like, it just shows him on the ground. Just
Wait a minute.
and she's definitely, like, under him.
So he didn't tuck. He just fell flat on the ground.
Yeah, no, he didn't fucking, like, roll out. He kept her, like, and he just fucking landed on
Like,
her.
you know, when you play football and, like,
Yeah,
for a
like
slant
somebody
route.
Somebody fucking picked you up and boom.
No, like not even that. Like when you go for a slant route in football, you're supposed to catch the ball in your chest, and you could fall to your side, still be all right, ball in hand. No, this nigga caught the fucking slant pass on the route and fell forward after he caught the ball. Chloe being the ball. Like, goddamn, I understand that. I understand like that is the epitome of a first down, getting out of a fucking house that got blown up by a missile. But then you died. Oh, and that hurt my heart. Oh, Chloe just trying to wake him up.
Oh yeah, that was really sad.
Man. Oh, wake up, wake up.
Because like just earlier in the movie, she had said, "I wish you were dead," and he was like,
"Yeah, I
one
didn't
day
think
they'll
about
get me,"
that."
And then it was the same day,
Yeah,
It's fucked up.
but mind you, so her dad's passed away at this time.
Her granddad's dead too.
Granddad's dead. They're underneath all this rubble from the Hellfire missile, and then she starts seeing the agents start walking through the rubble trying to find them. So she's scared. She's panicked now. Like, she doesn't know what to do. Like, everybody's gone. They're getting closer to her. Like, you think, oh my god, like you've gotten this far. Like, don't take Chloe. Oh, but lo and behold, on Women's Day, Women's Month, who should come to the rescue?
Miss Poot Thing.
Mama. Miss Poot Thing. Miss Pooty Thing. Miss Pooty Thing.
Pooty Thing.
Pooty Thing.
She landed, she pooting on everybody again.
Pooty. Pooty Mom. So Pooty Mom comes down. Takes care of all the agents because ain't nobody gonna hurt her baby. She been locked down for 7 years. She done did a whole 7-year bid.
She was so goddamn strong. She lifted a roof off her daughter. Like,
She been locked down for 7 years. She been working out. She got like cassette tapes in the fucking
she had them
jail.
she had them handcuffs on. Them handcuff workouts.
But she been doing like push-ups in the cell, sit-ups. She been listening to like D-Block and like Griselda. She been waiting for this motherfucking day.
Bro,
but yeah,
she showed up. Everybody was just destroyed immediately.
Man, what? Fuck out of here. Just fuck out of here.
She just booped.
Fuck outta
everybody
here.
on out. Just boop.
Get my baby out of here. Pull that rubble out.
Screw me.
Yeah, excuse me, bitch ass nigga. Excuse me, my child, fuck nigga. Pull that rubble out. Oh man,
that was a heartwarming ass moment. Right there. It was so sad for her to she had gone through all that shit and then her husband's dead. That shit was tragic.
But then mom came back.
No, I know, but I'm saying like when she found her husband dead.
Yeah,
that was sad. Like
that was sad because they had that initial. Well, they had that.
It had only been a couple months, but he had spent 7 years with their daughter. Like raised their daughter.
Yeah,
7 years.
I don't think we spoke on that too. So in the house, Chloe was 7 years old.
But her dad, because he was using his power to slow down time, like it had only been a couple months on the outside world, but in this house where she was growing up, it had been 7 years.
Right. So that's the weird.
That was the fucked up part for me personally.
Yeah, because he didn't want her to get older.
He spent 7 years of his life and keeping like staying awake for 7 years pretty much.
Ooh.
Like imagine staying awake and like I'm sure it was probably easier when she was a baby shit.
Fam, I'm 29 years old. I be partying. I have a hard time staying awake for 2 days.
I work all the time. I can't stay awake for 12 hours.
Shit. Get that bag that she had. Shit. You stay up then. If that bag that Chloe had was replaced with something else.
Oh, you talking about that blue magic replaced with some white magic?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
I'll be fucking gone.
Yes, be up then. Yeah, you look. You ain't
That sound
stopping
like
time
Shakira
then.
on a
Look,
Super Bowl Sunday.
You ain't gonna stop time then. No, time is gonna fly by.
I'm gonna go.
It's like
I put in my coffee in the morning, sugar.
Matter of fact, look, if you replace cocaine in that movie, he wouldn't have stopped time. He'd have grabbed Chloe and jumped over the car.
Bro, for real. Meth daddy.
Meth daddy, meth daddy, coke daddy, coke daddy. But yeah, so to finish out the movie, there's the reunion. A nice family reunion.
Yeah, it's a real sweet. That's the most heartwarming part of the movie.
Yeah, she's like, it's okay. me and you are together now. Like we can go somewhere else.
We can go
and
hide somewhere else.
She's
And
like, no,
nah.
I don't want to hide anymore. I want to be normal. I want to be a normal kid. I want to go outside. I want to have fun.
Nobody says we can, then I know how to stop them.
She's like, all right.
Like, that was some fucking creepy ass shit.
Like, all right, bet.
And then she flies off, and then at the end, she looked like Anakin Skywalker from Episode 1. And that's pretty much the movie.
Fucking nerd.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. You were here when I said that. I said that. How did that get over here? Like, literally, this piece of the cloth moved when you did that.
You've got corona.
All right, now. Let's end this.
All right.
Oh my god, I got fucking corona after this movie. Yeah, man. And it's kind of wild. Like, we picked this just on a whim because it was the first thing we saw on Netflix.
Yeah, and then all this shit with coronavirus, COVID-19.
Yo, everybody, look at the popular movies on Netflix right now.
Yeah, you got fucking some
Outbreak.
weird shit that, yeah.
This movie.
Another movie called Contagion.
Contagion, yeah.
You got all kinds of shit. You got to read the messages that they're trying to display to you. Stay woke. Keep
Open
your
third eye.
open.
Put your kufi on.
Kufi, line it with tinfoil.
How big is your kufi? Pause.
It's an XL, so it can fit my hair.
All right. I got I think mine would be like a kufi beanie.
Yeah, that's kind of what mine is.
Except it's not.
We got like a kufi fedora.
I didn't want to call it a fedora. It's more like a brimless fedora.
A kufi fedora, that's like boob tip.
That's like 1920s hotel. Like, what, you a detective? Detect these nuts. Okay?
Hell no.
Alright, I'm about to end this shit.
No. We gotta rate the movie though.
Oh.
So we have a rating system
I fuck with it.
that we're gonna use. I have to explain the rating system.
Alright, come on.
All right, so from here on out, this is how we're gonna rate our movies after we review them or attempt to. So, going from 1 to 6, 1 being the wackest, 6 being that shit. 1, if it's ass, fuck out of here. 2, that ain't it. Like, it ain't trash, but
It ain't it.
I won't probably recommend it. Yeah,
I wouldn't watch it on 2 Tinder dates.
It ain't trash, but it just ain't it.
Like, you know, when a movie's so bad, it's like not bad, but it's not a good movie. Like, you turn it on, like, while you beating cheeks or something, you know.
Yeah,
that's what about that.
Oh, like the movie that you put on before you beat the cheeks.
Yeah.
Like, just get through the credit and I'll pull my penis out.
Yeah.
That's usually just how it goes.
More or less.
Then number 3, it's like, that's alright.
It's alright. Like, it ain't really that good, but it ain't bad. It's something to put on when you just, like, bored, folding laundry or something.
Yeah, folding laundry, just doing chores around the house.
Yeah, or if you don't got no laundry to fold, then you can just fucking, like, I don't know, watch a better movie.
Number 4 is Mid. Mid is like,
Mid is good.
Yeah.
It's alright. You put it on for your kids. Mid is for kids, you know.
It's like, you know what? Mid is like, I could put this movie on. I can sit down to it. I could sit down to it if I want to. I could put my phone. I could pick my phone up, do some shit on there, come back to it. You know.
I could be looking for jobs and shit while I'm watching this movie. You know?
Right. Like it's not a bad movie. Like
No.
it's something I can sit through at least.
It's adequately entertaining.
Right. Number 5 is Shit Hidden. Now Shit Hidden is like, I'm gonna really sit down and dedicate myself to this movie and really get into it. You know?
I want to get into the franchise and the cosplays and
the theatrices and the actresses and
I want to get
theatricals
into the
of it.
mythology of the movie.
Mythology of the movie. The psyche of the film. And number 6, and this is the elite, prestigious award that we can give as a rating, I fuck with it. Now, you know in the movies I fuck with it, that's when you gotta tell everybody you know, hey man.
Yeah.
Hey man.
That's where you at work and you're like, hey, you gotta watch this.
You like, hey man, you know, you gotta
Hey, what you been watching on
pitch.
Netflix?
No, you ain't gotta do that. The pitch. Like,
No,
nigga,
I'm gonna tell you something better than what you've been watching.
nigga, you gotta smack your nigga. When you get a chance, go home, get on Netflix, pull up this movie. My nigga, you gonna fuck with it. Believe me when I tell me. Look, you know I know movies. Believe me when I tell you, you gonna fuck with it.
Bet.
Now,
That's the appropriate response. If they don't respond like that, they ain't with the shit. So
for real. So after going through that rating system, I give it a 5. That shit hidden.
it hidden. I fuck with it because like I don't know. There was some nice like cinematographical themes.
That's a word.
That's a word.
It's your word.
Cinematographical themes that it would portray, and I thought it was a fun film to watch. I actually enjoyed watching this movie. You know,
I did too. I really got into
I like the aesthetic, and like the storyline was cool, and like all the other shit. I just want a further explanation to the beginning of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Cause we didn't learn why they fucking were bleeding from their eyes, or you know why they were outcast from society, why they had to be in this house, who her fucking mom was, or nothing. You know, like.
Yeah, I need some follow up to that.
Yeah, so hopefully they do like a second or like an expansion on the franchise. I wouldn't mind seeing that.
I wouldn't mind seeing a part 2.
Like at least like
Or like a prequel.
right, either a prequel or a
Prequel
part
would be
2.
better. Because prequel will explain.
Because I want to see the story of how they got to where they are. And like, you know,
I want to see them destroying shit.
Yeah, I want to see what her mom did that made her be fucking locked up under a mountain. You know,
Watch her mom be like the new Sarah Connor.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Except she pooed a lot. It's probably because her husband feeding her nothing but beans the whole fucking movie.
They did eat a lot of beans.
Those motherfuckers eat nothing but beans.
A lot of beans.
Them a Putin.
Yeah, I gave this movie a 5. No shit hidden. I like the movie for the of course the concept of it. It's original. Especially for this time, it's for this day and age, it's definitely hidden. You know, with the viruses and shit like that, being quarantined.
Yeah.
And I really like the emotional aspect of the movie too. Like, we thought for the longest time that her mom was gone and she was just envisioning, you know, a perfect like existence. Like, she wanted a mom. Like, a kid wants her mom. A kid needs their parents.
Right.
She wanted her mom, and like for the whole time, like we had, like I felt like, you know, like emotional like attachment to it. Like, you know, you know what it's like when you can't find your mom somewhere, or like your mom's not there for something that you need them to. And yeah, when her dad passed away,
it's like she had nobody for only like
she
a couple
was
seconds.
Yeah, like when her dad passed away and you saw her crying, like you felt her like hopelessness.
Yeah.
It's like,
Because it was finally like that time, you know.
And then her mom came back, like, oh my god, like this, woo! It's one of the movies there. After you watch it, you gotta do
your heartstring.
You gotta do a Ric Flair after the movie, like, woo! That's a good ass movie. Matter of fact, that should be a new rating. I mean, I'll put that.
All right.
That should be
number 8. We gotta come up with a number 7.
That's gonna be 7. Lucky number 7.
All right, fair.
The Woo.
Shit, we almost at 2 hours.
Damn, we've been podding.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, man. This is a good movie. Came out in 2018. It's on Netflix right now. I advise you all to go watch it.
Highly recommend. Highly.
Very much so. By us. And yeah, let's keep on doing this, man. Let's just pick some movies out and just talk shit about them.
Well, fuck with it.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Peace.
I am MoskrillaThaGod.
Migz Mongrel.
And what have we been doing for the last 2 hours?
Cutting up
Cutting up at the movies. See y'all.